Premier League Brighton Hove Albion vs Nottingham Forest prediction, team news, lineups preview. Both still undefeated in the 2024-25 Premier League season, Brighton Hove Albion and Nottingham Forest endeavour to continue their eye-catching starts in Sunday's clash at the Amex Stadium. Neither side can be separated in terms of points with 8 apiece after 4 games, although the Seagulls are one place better off in the embryonic rankings courtesy of a superior goal difference. Match preview. Across both competitive and non-competitive matches, following an unbeaten friendly period, the young but wily Fabian Hürzeler is yet to experience that sinking feeling of defeat as Brighton boss. Although last week's draw with Ipswich Town was certainly 2 points lost rather than 1 gained. As much as Brighton huffed and puffed, the Ari Janet-Muric-inspired Tractor Boys held firm to leave the South Coast with a point from a creditable goalless stalemate. As the Seagulls made it back-to-back draws in the top flight following their controversial 1-1 versus Arsenal before the international break. However, Saturday's hosts rediscovered their golden touch in front of goal in the EFL Cup in midweek, as Carlos Baleba, Simon Adingra and Ferdy Kadioglu's strikes proved telling in a 3-2 third-round win over Wolverhampton Wanderers, who registered through Goncalo Gages and Tommy Doyle to no avail. 6th in the early season standings on account of their terrific start, Brighton could now achieve something that no iteration of a Seagulls team has ever done before: go unbeaten in their first 5 games of a top-flight season. The hosts have not enjoyed such a streak since the 2015-16 championship campaign, and while 4 defeats from their last 7 Premier League home games is unsightly at a first look, those losses came to established big boys in Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United and Manchester City. Nottingham Forest evidently need no lessons in stunning the big guns, though, as Nuno Espirito Santo unexpectedly condemned new Liverpool boss Arne Slot to his first competitive defeat in the Anfield chair last weekend, overseeing a hugely impressive 1-0 victory. The Garibaldi squared up to a Liverpool team who had won each of their first 3 games of the campaign without conceding a single goal, but a combination of wasteful Reds finishing, Matt Sells in the Forest goal and, of course, the sublime Callum Hudson-Odoi winner brought Liverpool's dream start to a grinding halt. Only a lower goals scored tally is keeping 7th-placed Forest adrift of upcoming opponents Brighton in the fledgling standings. But unlike Saturday's hosts, the Tricky Trees have come out on the wrong end of a scoreline this term, losing their EFL Cup opener to Newcastle United on penalties. Every cloud has a silver lining, though, as Forest make the long trip south, having had a full week to prepare for Sunday's game, where they are seeking a remarkable 5th straight-away win in the top flight. They have never achieved that feat in the Premier League era. However, the visitors to the Amex fell short in both meetings with Brighton last season, suffering a 3-2 home loss before being bested 1-0 on the South Coast in March, and not since February 2015, a 3-2 victory of their own, have they scored a goal on the Seagulls' turf. Team news. Absent from Brighton's last 2 matches with a minor injury, João Pedro is still touch and go for the visit of Forest, although Hürzeler revealed on Friday morning that the Brazilian attacker should take part in team training before the match. Solly March knee, James Milner thigh, Matt O'Reilly ankle and Brajan Gruda unspecified are all making progress in their respective recoveries too, but Hürzeler confirmed that none of them will feature on Sunday. Only Yankuba Minte, Jack Hinchelwood and Baleba started both the draw with Ipswich and the win over Wolves, and Hürzeler will no doubt ring the changes once more, as Danny Welbeck, Jorginho Rutter, cup-tied in midweek, and Kaoru Mitoma return to the final third. As for Forest, Danilo, who will spend months out with his ankle injury from the opening weekend, will have company in the treatment room for the next several weeks. as Ibrahim Sangar is supposedly facing a while out with a torn hamstring. Sangare's compatriot Willy Boley represents the third and final fitness concern for the Garibaldi, and even though the defender's calf problem will not settle down in time for the weekend, Santo has confirmed that he is really close to returning. In terms of personnel changes, Hudson-Odoi will almost certainly return to the fold up front after his well-taken winner at Anfield, while Anthony Elanga, also dropped to the bench against Liverpool, ought to take the place of Nicolas Dominguez too. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Veltman, Dunk, Van Heck, Kadioglu, Minte, Baliba, Wiefer, Mitoma, Welbeck, Rudder. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Sells, Aina, Milinkovic, Murillo, Moreno. Ward-Prowse, Yates, Elanga, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Wood. We say, Brighton Hove Albion 1-1, Nottingham Forest. Forest have been nothing if not consistent in the final third so far this season, scoring exactly 1 goal in each of their 5 games so far, and there is every chance that streak could continue even at a ground where attacking proficiency has often eluded them. After struggling to blow the Ipswich door down, even a refreshed Brighton side could come unstuck versus a Forest defence who magnificently held firm against Liverpool, and both sides' unbeaten streaks could continue in an uneventful draw. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.